guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make something called Casatiello, which is a very traditional dish in Naples. It's a bread that we make around Easter. I make it every single year. There's a savory version and a salty version. This is the salty version, a savory version and a sweet version. This is a savory version. The sweet version is more of like a dry cake, if you will, which is very labor intensive. And if I'm honest with you, I have not been able to really recreate my Nonna's recipe to the best that I know I can. So that's why I haven't shared that with you yet. But this I've been making every single year, and it dawned on me that I've never shared it with you before. So I'm going to share it with you today because it's a must-have for us. And I'm hoping that some of you, if you've lost the recipe, if you come from an Italian family, you might find this helpful. Let me show you what you'll need to make the dough. You'll need all-purpose flour. This is lard, and unfortunately, it's absolutely crucial in this recipe. You can leave it out if you want to, but I cannot. You need lots of black pepper, salt, active dry yeast, and a little bit of sugar and some water. That's the base that you're going to need for your dough, and then I'll show you the filling in just a little bit, which is really easy. Let's start by activating the yeast. You need some warm water, and then I'm just going to sprinkle in the yeast and the sugar, and I'll just kind of give it a quick little mix. And I'm just going to set that aside. Now, I will say, I don't like to cook with lard very often. I hardly ever do. This is one of the only things I ever make that requires lard. And unfortunately, it's very necessary. Without it, you just don't get the same texture. You can make this recipe without it and just add a few tablespoons of olive oil. It'll still be delicious, but it's not the traditional that I'm used to. And so when I make this recipe, since I only make it once a year, I like to get it as close as possible. I'm going to add all of my ingredients to the bowl of my standing mixer that I'm going to fit a dough hook attachment to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just set this aside while my yeast activates, and I'm also just going to oil my bowl so that it's ready for the first rise. So I'm just going to put this on, attach my dough hook, and I'm going to oil my bowl while my yeast does its thing. You can see my yeast has done beautiful things. I'm just going to add this to my dry ingredients. I mean, this is so easy. It's like making pizza dough, really. It's not much different than that. It's so good. So good. You want to hear something really funny? When we came back from Italy a couple times from, when I go visit my family, my mom or my grandmom, usually my nonna, always sends us on the plane with food. And so many times it's been like Casatiello, or when we went around Christmas time, it was strufoli. And I ended up having to give some of the food away to a couple of the people working. It's a true story. At the airport, just because there was so much food in my carry-on. They did not believe me when I said it was just for the two of us for lunch on the plane. So when I make this, I think of that just because it reminds me of it. But anyway, let this go for just about 3 to 4 minutes or until it comes together. Looks good. Okay, now all you need to do, you don't have to do anything particular to this. You just need to put it in your oiled bowl, cover it, and let it rise until doubled in size quite a bit. It'll take about, I would say, an hour and a half or so, and then I'll show you what to do next. Dough is looking awesome. Let me just unwrap it. Now, what I have here, which is what I've always used for the filling, if you will, is I have a mixture of sharp provolone, which to me, this is the filling I grew up with, so I never change it. I don't use mozzarella because 1, it's wet, and 2, it's too bland. And then I use a mixture of diced salami and prosciutto and lots of freshly grated parm. That's the mixture that I use. It's all chopped up. You need a little bit more lard and 4 eggs. They can be hard-boiled already, but I just use them raw because they cook up anyway really quickly in the oven. Now, first thing I'm going to do is take about a piece about yay big and set that aside, and I'll show you why in a minute. Then you take your filling, how you like my ice cream bowl, and you take your lard, get it off my spatula, and now with your hands, you can do this on your work surface if you want to, you're just going to mix everything together. Okay, so then what you do is you kind of pull it together into a log, and you place it in a baking pan or baking sheet or whatever. And I also have a little bit of lard in the bottom of my baking pan. Now, you want to have something in the center so that it doesn't all close together, because it's not supposed to. It's kind of like, it should look like a wreath. So I just take a piece of aluminum foil, wrap it up in a ball, and place that right in the middle, and it works every single time. So then what you do is you make 4 slits on each side. You take an egg and you nestle it right in. So with the leftover dough, what you do is you need to roll this out, and you need to cut out 8 strips. So you see how, by the way, there's like pepper running through it? That is so important, because Casatiello without pepper is just a little bit strange. So just take your time. You can re-roll it as well. So you just need 8 thin strips. So since this is a traditional Easter bread, I'm going to take this out actually so that I can do this. What you're supposed to do is make a cross on top of each egg. Symbolizes, of course, cross, Jesus Christ, Easter, traditional Italian recipe. I just have to do it, because otherwise it just wouldn't be the same. So you just do the same thing on all 4 sides. And what I do with the dough is I just kind of take and I just nestle it underneath. See, I can just push it like that. I'll show you again. And then on this side, I can't really do that, so I just lay it on top like that. And I'll just show you one more. Just nestle it right under. And this is gonna rise again, and then as it bakes, some of the cheese will get like crusty on the outside, some of it will melt in the inside. It's just so, so good, and it's amazing cold, or like, not stale, but you know, leftovers for the next couple of days. So, so good. I keep mine in the fridge, and I love it. That's how we always grew up eating it, was you just go in the fridge and grab a slice, and it's heavenly. Now what I'm gonna do is I am going to loosely cover this with some plastic wrap and allow it to rest for about an hour or so. And then I will show you what it looks like when it's there. All right, so my bread baked for 45 minutes at 400. I have let it cool completely, because this is best eaten at room temperature. And once you hear the crust and how crunchy it is on the outside, you'll understand why lard is such an important ingredient in this recipe, because that's what gives you that. Otherwise it's soft. Cut right into this. Ooh! Let's see. Let's see, maybe we can get a better piece right here with all the salami and the provolone. Oh, you see that? That cheese right there. Cheese with the salami. Oh man. It's home, really. It's so good. See that? It's so good. It's like not even, I don't even know how to just describe it. It's crunchy. The scent from the provolone kind of runs through the entire thing, and it also perfumes your kitchen like you would not believe. The salami and the prosciutto is nice and salty. It's like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just everything. It really is. It's such it's like a symbol of Easter, an Easter feast for us, that I cannot imagine a single year without this on the table, just to even munch on as you're preparing the big meal. It's heavenly. Go to LauraInTheKitchen.com to get the written recipe. I hope you've enjoyed spending time with me. I will see you next time.